We knew it was just a matter of time before the leaks was going to come from Mutt Leaks, and today was started to be some of that day, so there's probably going to be more stuff that leaks out and all that. But let's get into it. They leaked all the team builders. I've been waiting to talk about these, and we were going to do a prediction video, but we don't have to. Let's look at them. Because we're going no money spent on this account, so we can't get all of them. But which ones should we make our focus? Let's figure that out. If you're looking to build the best team in Madden, make sure you head over to MMOEXP.com to avoid the packs and save some racks. Use code CC for 5% off. Link is in the description below. Fastest coins, cheapest coins. Use code CC. We'll see you guys on the sticks. 5% off. Be great. Hey, what is going on, Madden family? We are here and we are talking team builders on no money spent. Now, we do know that from the solo string, you're going to be able to get a free one. Okay, so that's a thing, right? We know that that's going to be a thing, but there's obviously going to be more than one that we want. Now, keep in mind with these things that this is all sort of hypothetical. We don't know all the stats on all of them yet. We're just sort of predicting because we know certain players are normally a little bit better than others. So make sure you guys hit the like for me. I would like to see 500 likes on this video. And if you are new, make sure you are subscribed. Let's go talk about it. Now, normally I would just show you what the leak was. Again, if you want to go find those leaks, they're over on Mutt Leaks, okay? At Mutt Leaks on Twitter, or Mutt Leaks 22, whatever it is now. But this is where we want to start. So how do you get team builders? Well, it's going to be ways like this, right? And this is what it was last year. So 6 77 to 79s and 2 80 to 82s, right? And you would get your choice of whichever one you wanted, right? Offense or defense. Now, what is the cost on this to start? If I recall, last year it was around 40 to 45,000 coins normally to do this set, and then to buy these cards on the auction block was probably closer to 50 or 55. It wasn't a huge flipping thing on there to make coins, but that's just sort of set the level there. Additionally, other 84 overall base elite cards were a little bit cheaper, right? So these are more expensive cards for the overall. But again, the overall doesn't really matter when we look at cards outside of abilities. What we really care about on cards is how good they are and they can be. So I'm going to show you guys this. We're going to talk about a few names on here. Again, if you want to see everything, hey, you can go find everything. So we're going to see a couple players on here, and there's going to be some that I feel like could be better for us. Again, we don't know the stats, right? So like some teams are gonna, it's unfortunate, like the Falcons, so we're getting a fullback, right? But there's other teams, players that played for the Falcons out here too, but these cards do not have power-ups either. Okay, so if you're building a theme team, you need to pick the card that is on the current team. Now again, for us, since we can't afford to go buy everything we want, because we're going to be no money spent, even though we're going to be making coins, right? These are generally good value cards because they will play better than their overall. Let's talk about a few here. So we've seen, an Anthony Barr before, some of the receivers. Deebo Samuel looked really good. Deshaun Jackson looks good. And again, I'm going to assume a lot of people are going to be playing on next gen. If you're not, we haven't had any sort of gameplay on current old gen. So who knows how that game plays yet. But I know next gen plays based on, size is big, okay? So that's why I like a Deebo Samuel, right? I like that card. But for rookie quarterbacks, we see there's Justin Fields up there at 84 overall. He's gonna be nice and fast. He'll probably be the fastest quarterback at launch within the game. Now, he probably won't get a whole slew of abilities or stuff like that, but I think he's gonna make his way onto a lot of teams' depth chart. There's also a Cam Newton as well. Right, Justin Herbert, solid. But are these going to be your starting quarterbacks? Maybe not. But other cards that I've seen out here that I really like, there's Darnell Savage, who was always really fast. The Falcons have Fabian Moreau, who I think could be really good as well. When we talk about the running backs, last year we all used Cam Akers. This year there's, I believe, Antonio Gibson, as you see him on the top there. And then there's actually like a written out list here, which is a bit better-ish. So we'll sort of look at this since we can see this a little bit better here. So Antonio Gibson should be fine. McKinney, linebacker. Again, there's going to be offensive linemen mixed in here as well. Some of these D linemen I don't expect to be great at all. DeAndre Swift, maybe David Njoku, OJ Howard as tight ends. Not a bad, maybe a tight end too if you have that Kyle Pitts. Oh, I really, and I mentioned this in another video, I really like OJ Howard's cards early on. He doesn't progress greatly, and because he doesn't really ever do anything to get good cards later on in the year. But they always seem to give him good early cards, so I like that. We've also saw L'Jarius Sneed and Sean Murphy-Bunting, both cornerbacks, both fast. Coverage stats a little low. Again, if you're not going to be getting the top tier corners, a Jalen Ramsey, Jair Alexander type card, these are good cards to have because they're fast and their coverage ratings will sort of fall in that sort of middle tier. And again, that is totally fine to have out there. As well, Devin Singletary, maybe I would like to see that. Janoris Jenkins, kind of, a bit of an older guy. We got JOK from the Browns. Again, if linebackers mattered, we'll see what they do with his card. Another one that caught my eye was Lorenzo Carter. He's a pass rusher for the Giants as a linebacker. I believe he's 6'6" in the game, and he could have a lot of speed too. So could be a little sleeper there. The Lorenzo Carter card could be really nice. We've seen Landon Collins, Kwity Paye, again I believe he's pass rusher there. Beachum as a lineman. Jonathan Jones as a cornerback might be the fastest of this group. We know that Sneed is, I believe, 88 or 89 speed. Jonathan Jones cards are always really fast as well, so he could actually end up being like the best. Adderley at safety, maybe not too bad, but again, some of the pass rushers, McPhee, Robert Quinn, meh. Like the pass rush cards, they never really get much. Right? They don't. They're because these guys are going to be faster, so they're initially going to just dock them on their pass rush moves as well. And when I say faster, I'm not talking Jalen Phillips 87 speed fast. I'm talking not 70 speed on some of these guys, right? Maybe Robert Quinn gets a little more speed. But this is a good list of cards. It's not my favorite selections I would have made for every team. If I was doing predictions, I would have got probably a lot of these wrong, and that is okay. But as a no money spent player, getting one for free, again, to me, one of the most important positions we can have out there, since we know that wide receiver is really deep in the game as well. From free cards, a Lance Allworth, a Randy Moss, a Jamar Chase, cards like that you're going to have. I would probably be leaning towards, if I had one, I'm probably leaning towards one of the cornerbacks. And again, it's just going to be the best one. The only other thing that I would really mention about that is if one of the safeties is really good. If Darnell Savage is really fast, I'm going to want to have him on my team, right? It just makes sense to do that. I will probably avoid some of the offensive linemen unless they're maybe the highest overall at their position. Then that's kind of an okay steal at the moment. But I'm also going to try to build my offensive line, which is some more just basic base elites that we have to get. Hopefully pull some Nat linemen. And again, that's totally fine. And we can work our way up to upgrading the line at a certain point. But it's not my biggest concern to start when we go no money spent. So again, I think corner for your free one is probably going to be a great choice. If you aren't stacking up on receivers, then, CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Deshaun Jackson, Deebo Samuel, all fine picks there. But I really want to see the ratings on some of these other cards. I just don't know how good they're going to be. Is Moreau the best card or not, right? And maybe for us as well, since we're not going to be going in on running back, a running back may be one of the cards that we buy, because we're probably not going to be able to afford Derrick Henry, right? Unless we're going to be aiming towards that Saquon from Superstar MVPs, which could be what your goal is. So have that in mind. Are you going to try to get Saquon or not? If you're not going to get Saquon, definitely look at these running backs right in here. Swift, Gibson, Singletary. Maybe there's another one in here that that's just not crossing my mind. But expect 87-ish speed on some of these cards. Maybe 88 speed. Maybe the fastest running back at launch technically is in this program. So again, that's someone we want to pick up. And again, I had this mentioned as a comment in the video, so I'm just going to repeat it to you guys just in case I missed it. They mentioned that when they're opening their team fantasy packs from the pre-order, right? Maybe if you wanted to end up picking the cards that are going to have the most in this 77 to 82 overall range, It's not a bad idea. I know that we talk about, hey, we want to build our coins up. But if we open those packs and we get some of these low overall cards and you want to get a team builder, man, go ahead, go for it, right? I'm still always very much a, hey, let me build my coin stack up for the first week or two and then swing back around to these cards after, right? But we'll see how it goes, how many coins we end up having, how much we can sell our Jamarr Chase for that we're going to be getting. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Again, we'll be back with more stuff. They also released all the base elites on Mutt Leaks as well. Not really going to talk about that. It's just the power-ups. So we know that they're the base elites. No real surprises there. Some teams have a ton that you can put on the same team and some don't. I think the Falcons have 8. And I think I saw McCullough said the Ravens had 19. Again, not surprising, something like that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Be great. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're only a couple days away from Madden 22, and I'm out. Peace.